Hello everybody and welcome back to another C++ programming video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to separate your C++ class files into different files and use them in one little program. So let's get started. So let's go to what the purpose of this is. So now what this is project file separating. Okay. So what you first want to do is you want to create your own little project file on code blocks, and inside that project file you're gonna have sources and you're gonna have main.cpp. So you're gonna have main.cpp, and inside of that main.cpp, this is just an example that I have inside of my main.cpp. Okay, so it's just the code. So we have this layout for starters. Okay. Now, let me get on to the reason why we want to separate our different C++ source code files. Now, the reason for that is separating the source code files allows us to hide the implementation details and the header file so that people can just copy what we have written before. So, and also it's actually dangerous for the user of this program to have direct access to the implementation files. And when I mean the implementation files, I mean the file where all of the code is implemented. It's dangerous because it means that they can just go in, and if they accidentally change something, the entire program is changed. So we don't want that. We only want the user to have access normally to two files. The main file where we are going to be executing our code, and the header file, which shows declarations or just a function and variable prototypes of the members of the function. So that's why we will have our different that's why we're going to have different files inside of our program. So let's get started. So now what you want to do is you need to make sure that you also have the project file. You can't just have a normal main.cpp file and then just open it up with the code box. No, it has to be an actual project file where you're going to have the source, where you're going to have, now automatically it's going to have sources, and it's going to have main.cpp if you create the project file. And this is what you want to have in that main.cpp. So now in order to add files, you want to right click on project file, and you click on add files, and it's going to give you a little menu like this. Now what you want to do, let me close this for a second, is to you want to have your files, right? And you're going to have two files. One, which is going to be a header file. Now, let me just open this up. This is what it looks like. This is what the header file is going to look like. And now you're going to declare this instead of type .cpp, it's going to be of type .h. So this is going to be what it's going to look like. Okay, so now let's close that. And now here we have our student type implementation. Now inside of here, it's going to show us the implementation, aka the actual declarations and what is going on inside these functions and variables. So we can close that, and all we need to do is click on add files, and we need to add both of those files into this program. So once you do that, you just click OK. And now under headers, it's going to show us student type.h. And now if we click on add files again, all we need to do is add the implementation files, and it's going to pop up in sources as well. So now we have both of these files inside of our program. Okay. Now we can run it, and it will return as a proper program. So now if I actually remove these from this file, like remove file from project, remove file from project, and if I try and run it like this, without putting any sort of, it still works. But the only reason it works is because that we are inside of a project file and we're not just accessing a normal main.cpp project. We're not just opening a random main.cpp code that we had. We're actually using a project file. So we retrieve what it has. The program does it automatically. But it's a lot better to do it this way, where you just add them into, you add the files right into this program, so you can have everything all in one place, and you don't have to open up individual projects. You just have it like this. See? That's pretty easy. Okay, anyways, that is the end of today's programming example. And I'll see you in the next video. Keep in mind that this is probably how we're going to be working on all of our class exercises from now on, because this is the way of doing it. Okay? Anyways, I'll see you in the next video, guys, and bye.